Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing my top 5 favorite cars drifting in Carx. So, we're just going to get straight into it. So, first off, I have this Mustang here, or it's called, in-game, it's called the Cobra GT530. So, just going to hop into a map here and get started. Alright, so yeah, this car is pretty fun to drift in. It's just a nice chill car here. The only problems with it is that I find it's quite fast. So if you find the right tune for it, it'll be nice. But for me, it's just a bit too fast. It's pretty hard to keep up with. It's pretty hard to stay in tandems because you're just hooning past everybody. And yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty nice car. It has a tendency to understeer, so just be careful about that. And it is pretty slippery. So yeah. Other than that, though, it's a really nice, fun car. I don't really do too much of this in online lobbies, but when I'm just chilling by myself, I do like to just hoon around in this car. It's pretty nice. You can get pretty close to the wall there. But yeah, so this is definitely a fun car. It's nothing too bad about it. Just some minor problems that kind of set it off just a little bit from that top 3 position. Other than that, it is pretty fun. Yeah, so there's that slipperiness that I was talking about. And yeah, but other than that, it's a really fun car. I think it's about $1 million, which is pretty expensive, pretty pricey for a car like this, but you'll definitely have some fun in it. Alright, so next up we have the Sensei. This is, I don't know what car this is in real life. There you go, Toyota Cresta. But it is a super fun car in this game. So we're just going to hop into a map and get this going. Alright, so here we are in this car. This car is super nice. I actually just mained this car for quite a while. It's super fun. It's not too fast. It slides quite nicely. And to be honest, it's just a really fun car. So the only problem with this car that I found was that in online lobbies on wheel, my wheel would start shaking pretty aggressively with this car, and that just, I couldn't really have that. It was messing up my tandems and it wasn't that fun to have. But other than that, if you don't play it on wheel, this car is definitely the one for you. It's just so nice. You can get some really nice clean drifts with it, and if you just want to play some solo on wheel, this is definitely a really good choice of car. Yeah, as you can see, even though it's a long sausage, you can still fit in tight spaces and drift pretty nicely around this little loop here. That was pretty nice there. And now on this top parking lot section. I think I've gone the wrong way, but you know. So I think this car comes around at around $500,000, which is amazing for a car like this. That's the main reason I put it on the number 4 slot, is just because of the price. It's the perfect price for a car like this. I don't think it has too many body kits. I think this is the best one you can get, just with the rim, whatever they're called. I think the rim skirts or whatever, how they come out just a little bit, and that nice, just slim wing. So yeah, so this is definitely probably the best body kit you can get for it. So there's not too many options, but other than that, it's definitely a super fun car, and you can customize it pretty well. People do put out quite a lot of liveries for this car and like others like this with the 4 doors. So this is definitely one of the best 4 doors you can get. Alright, let's see how good we can go going down here. Good to get the drift going there. There we go. Alright, so here we are on the next car. This is a Kaiju. I don't know what it is in real life. I think it's a 4-door R32, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Alright, so we're just going to head into another map, and let's see how this one goes. Alright, here we are. Oh. Alright, here we are. We're in multiplayer. Sorry, not multiplayer, just in another game. So, this car is super fun. The body kits are super nice. Oh, this isn't a 4-door. It's just a 2-door. Didn't realise that. But this one is definitely a really nice car. It drifts really nicely. It's super smooth. There's nothing really wrong with it. It just, honestly, drifts perfectly. And it looks amazing as well. There's quite a lot of body kits for this one, I think. I think there's 5, maybe. And they get pretty exotic, I guess you could say. And yeah, so this car is definitely nice. The one problem I found is with multiplayer, it doesn't like it. It just starts shaking the wheel again, just like the other car, the Sensei. But I think with this one, it's just a less violent. It's not as bad. So I think this one's definitely more fixable. And there is definitely a setting you can change to fix it. But with the Sensei, you can't do it. For some reason, the setting just didn't work for me and it didn't want to stop. So yeah, this one is definitely a lot better with the shaking in multiplayer. This car also comes cheaper. I think this one's only $250,000, which is, again, amazing for a car like this. Just a really solid car. If you want to start off, this is the car I'll probably get just to grind through some of the, just tiers, get some more levels so you can get some of those top tier cars like the Cobra. So this one is definitely amazing. I just love this car. It's super fun. Alright, so on the number 2 spot, we have the Horizon GT4. So this was my main car for quite a while, actually. If you go look at some of my old drifting videos, I was just using this car because it's super nice. It just slides. So we're going to hop into another map here and get going. Alright, so here we are in the Horizon GT4. So this is a R34, and it is super nice. This thing holds control super well. It doesn't understeer, doesn't oversteer. It's not too slippery, it's just perfect. And the force feedback in the wheel is amazing. Like, it makes it feel rough. So I found with Carx that most cars make the car feel too light, so you can just throw the steering wheel around. But with this one, it's just perfect, you know. You get the right balance between too rough and too soft. So it's just in the middle where you can throw it around, but you don't feel like it's too light. So it's just honestly perfect. The one problem I found with this car is it doesn't like doing 360s. It just doesn't want to do them. Here, I'll try to throw one here. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't like the slow speed. So I tried doing a 360 there, and it just doesn't come back around. It kind of just stays slow, and then when you finish the 360, it just stops drifting. So that's the one problem I had with this car. But other than that, tandems are really fun. They work amazing. And you never have a problem with not keeping up, because this car can go pretty fast if you really need it to. But it can also go super slow as well. So honestly, just a perfect car. A really good second choice. This one comes in around, I think, 500,000 as well. Maybe $1 million, but it's worth the price no matter what. It's just amazing. And it looks really good as well. Like, you're not going to have a bad looking R34. It just looks so clean. Alright, so going into the number 1 spot, my favourite car to drift in. It's obviously going to my favourite car, the Shark GT. Alright, so we're going to a map, and I'm going to explain why this car is just so good. Alright, so here we are in game. This car is just so much fun. For some reason, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels so good. You don't have any problems with understeer or oversteer. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery. It's just the perfect mix of every area. You can tandem super well with this. The brakes work so well as well. With the tune, I'll show you the tune I've got with it. It just works amazing. So this car is definitely one of my favorites. So yeah. So this car comes in around $500,000. So it is on the pricey side, but it's 100% worth it. It's honestly just so nice. It's so smooth, it just works so well. Alright, so here are the tunes for the cars. With Cobra GT, I've just got this one, it's just called Drift. And then for the body kit, I have just stock. I don't use the body kit on this one, but you can get any of these. For the Sensei, I just use the Goosiest build, works perfectly fine. For the body kits, I use the D Master, but you can also get Missile or R&T. For the Kaiju, I just use the 90s Slide Smooth, works perfectly fine. With the body kits, I use Missile, but you can also get Pro Flow or X Straight. I actually might buy that, that looks pretty good. I'm going to use that one from now on, it looks much nicer than this one. For the Horizon GT4, I use 90 smooth wheel, works perfectly fine again for wheel players. If you're going to use controller, I'd find a different tune. This one probably won't work too well. For the body kit, I use R&T, but you can also get any of these. That one's also not too bad, but I just don't like the nails. I might buy that one actually. And then finally, for the Shark GT, I just use Zero's drift build. Works perfectly fine. I think I actually changed the caster on this one just a little bit. So if you come in here, go into wheel, and then, no, you go into suspension and then alignment. For the caster, I've just got on 8.9. Follow all these settings and you should be fine with the wheel. That's the only settings I changed with this one. For the body kits, you can get Missile, CBW, or R&T. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!